There was a time when her voice danced like sunlight, eager to be heard, full of life. She would speak with passion, her thoughts pouring out like waterfalls, hoping anyone would truly listen. But over time, she noticed something. The more she spoke, the more invisible she became. Her words fell flat, unanswered. Her emotions were met with blank stares. She wasn't heard, she was merely tolerated. It wasn't the loud rejections that hurt her the most, but the quiet ones, the unanswered messages, the calls that went ignored, the conversations that ended before they began. There's a particular kind of ache that comes from being dismissed without a single word. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And over time, those whispers turned into walls. She started retreating into herself, not because she wanted to, but because it felt safer there, safer than risking the sting of indifference. She realized that being ignored doesn't just silence your mouth, it silences your spirit. And in that heavy stillness, she found a strange kind of clarity. Maybe silence wasn't her punishment. Maybe it was her protection. When no one listens, you begin to listen to yourself. And what she heard inside was louder than anything the world ever gave her. In the absence of others, she started meeting herself. In the echoes of solitude, she discovered her inner strength, no longer desperate for validation. She sat with her pain and made peace with it. People often mistake her quiet for weakness. Now, what if they only knew this silence was earned? It was built from nights of silent cries, unanswered pleas, and the cold distance of being forgotten by people she once held close. Silence didn't break her. It rebuilt her. It taught her how to hold herself when no one else would. She stopped explaining herself. She stopped proving her worth. Because the truth is, being ignored taught her that some people only love the sound of their own voice. They never cared for her melody. So she took her song elsewhere, into the quiet, where every note finally made sense. Now, silence is her sanctuary, not a prison, but a place of peace. It's where her thoughts stretch and breathe, where no one talks over her, where she's not reduced to background noise. She learned to cherish the hush, not fear it, because in the quiet, she finally hears what matters. Her silence is not an absence, it's a decision, a boundary wrapped in grace. She could speak, scream, argue, beg, but why? She knows now that her energy is precious, and not everyone deserves access to it, especially not those who made her feel invisible in the first place. The girl who once feared silence now loves it. She welcomes it like an old friend, because it never lies, it never leaves, it never ignores her. In a world that tried to mute her voice, silence became the only thing that ever truly listened. So if you see her quiet, don't assume she's broken. Understand she's healing. She's choosing herself, and in that choice, she's louder than ever, not with words, but with peace.